Hi, this is Therapy Twins. We're going to be talking about online dating. This is part one of online dating. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Joan.
What prompts you to even think about whether or not somebody should go online dating?
Well, let me start with they really aren't all serial killers.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure, Joan. Remember, Ted Bundy was everybody's best neighbor.
Yeah.
What prompted me, and what I think prompted a lot of people, is when you have a very busy schedule and all you're doing is working, going to meetings, going to the grocery store, taking care of children. Who has time to go out and meet people? And some people aren't interested in the bar scene anymore. So the online dating services got quite popular for that reason.
I'm still hesitant to do it. Talk me into it.
Well, I could talk you out of it.
Why? Why don't do that?
There's many great stories of people actually finding their significant other online dating.
Yep,
So
I've heard that.
The one thing I would like to say is it's just like going to the grocery store and meeting someone, or to the bar, or to you know, a pizza cook-off, and you can meet people.
All right,
there are a few tips, though.
Help me figure out, how would I start a profile? Not a serial killer profile, just the online dating profile. Go ahead.
The profile itself should have current pictures. Current. Please don't put something from 10 years ago in because you're tricking the other people out there, and
that is tricky.
I've known people that have walked right out of the date. They didn't even have the date because the client.
Keep talking.
That was hilarious. The person they met was 10 to 15 years older than their picture.
I know, but my picture does look better years ago.
Well, that's okay. So you want to have a few pictures, you know, dress down, maybe dress up, nothing too provocative. That's usually a turn off.
This would be okay?
This would be okay. Let me take a step back because there's a little rule about online dating. Approximately, and these are not perfect numbers, but approximately 1/3 of people that join up for online dating have no intentions of ever meeting you. All they want is an online romance. Approximately 1/3 will want to meet you, but it's more like a hookup.
Actually, it's easier to just do and when you're this busy and working this much, it's easier to do the online romance. That sounds actually very attractive.
For you, but
but you're looking for a lifetime partner.
You know, if you're looking for a relationship, so then there's another third who are pretty serious about it and actually go out on these dates and fish through lots of different people.
When you're looking at a profile, are there automatic deletes when you look at?
Absolutely.
Like what? First of all, how about an astrological sign? Are there certain signs you just don't date?
What's interesting, the ones I don't date are the people that say, I don't display my sign. Right there is a red flag for me. It's a simple thing to do. It's like, I like the color red. I'm a Leo. So they don't display their sign, so I'm not interested in that type of person. But somebody else like you might be, because they might be opinionated and have a problem displaying their sign.
Well, I have no problem with somebody who has had no education to somebody who has had higher education than myself. What about that for you?
That's very individual for everybody.
I asked you.
I prefer someone to have at least a bachelor's degree. Judge me, but have I dated people that have graduated high school and went into the trades? Absolutely. Those things are usually listed, you know, eye color, height. Don't lie on your weight. Don't lie, I mean, you don't have to put weight, but your body type.
What about your political status? Is that in there? Or
that's in there on a lot of dating sites, and it's a personal preference. Would you date someone who is ultra conservative versus ultra liberal? Those are choices. All
choices. There's one more thing I remember looking at your profile. Whether somebody has children or not.
I've joined a few.
Whether somebody has children or not, is that something? I am thinking, I'm talking as if I would never date anyone, but is that an issue for you if they have a child? I feel like I'm the interviewer. Go ahead.
It's not an issue for me. It is definitely an issue for a lot of people. I've been told by a lot of people that once there's children involved, they won't even look at your site any further.
Men or women?
Both. Both.
Oh.
Both. Personally, I was a little judgmental myself when
Not you.
Not me. Yeah, me. When Adam, my son, was
so hard to believe.
was little, I would not consider dating anyone who had a son around the same age as my son.
Oh, and what about it? Okay.
I've changed my mind, of course, since then.
I think an adult child with a job would be excellent if somebody had that. But what about, what else on the profile can you give tips for people like me who haven't gone out there yet? Which one do you like better?
All right, I'm going to say, this is just my personal preference. Match.com is pretty straightforward. Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, little hit or miss.
What about eHarmony?
eHarmony is, you have to fill out a thesis to join. They do work hard at getting you matches. They kind of control, speaking of who wants to have the control, I prefer to have the control. eHarmony sends you your matches, and they sort of guide you on, here's your match, start emailing. Oh, no, before you email, you...
That's almost like an arranged marriage.
You answer questions, start emailing, then there's a telephone call or two, and then you meet.
Talk about controlling.
I know.
Wow. And do all of these come for free, Jane?
No, no, no. They all come for a fee.
A fee? Huh.
Which actually is not that expensive, because if you think about going to the bars, for example, you're probably paying more in drinks and appetizers than you would for the monthly fee. But what I'd like to do is get back to parts of the profile.
Oh, okay.
One turnoff for me is if they're showing too much of their body parts, and I don't mean totally. I mean
You mean hands and feet?
Muscles, chest. You know, too much. You know.
What about a picture cut out with a hand around the person? Obviously, it's a female.
I don't mind that. That's probably their ex. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm just wondering.
I think you know, but definitely have more than one photo. Yeah. Face, a little bit of body.
Interests.
And then keep your profile short and sweet, because if it's too long, nobody's interested in reading this, you know.
Okay, I agree, Jane, with that. So audience, I think that online dating is a good choice for a lot of people, and look forward to part 2 with the actual dates. This is Therapy Twins. I'm Joan.
I'm Jane.
Any questions? therapytwins.com.